I lied on a work background check to see what would happen, and here's what the company saw. I tried a fake degree, saying I had a JD from Yale. I tried a closed down company. I was indeed a manager at Radio Shack. And I tried to claim my own consulting company that I wouldn't like them to contact because I'm still there. Just as a reminder, I'm an active director of recruiting who still hires people today and still runs checks like this constantly. If getting insight from somebody who's actually working on the inside and trying to bring information back to help you understand it more is helpful, you should be following me. There are all kinds of options of what you want to add. Each of these with separate costs, everything from credit check to education to employment verification, driving records, drug tests. You can add anything to this. Notice as a job seeker how many companies are automatically in here. It's just the records are automated, including Spirit Airlines for all the just say you worked at Spirit Airlines people. But it was not long before I started getting emails about problems with the background check and needing my help. When they were not able to find me in the systems, they asked me to upload some documentation, and I gave them an excuse why I didn't have the documentation for these because I'm lying. But if you actually did work somewhere and they're having trouble proving it, this is how you will have the chance to combat that. Same thing happened with my degree. They were not able to verify me through the National Student Clearinghouse, which only takes a few minutes when a degree is real. They asked me for a copy of the degree. I told them I'd have to try and find it, but I don't have it right at the moment. And you can see what the employer sees each step of the way. They are updated step by step. They see what I typed in. At the very end, the employer and myself
they see what I typed in and send it.
But you can see this is not an automatic pass or fail system. This is something that then shows the company anything they may want to dig further into. So if you were someone who sits there and says, good luck proving that I didn't work there, they don't have to. You have to prove you did. And when they can't verify it, they will ask you for the proof. This isn't corporate propaganda or whatever weird things you want to write in the comments. This is what the majority of office roles do in the United States. And even if you have an anecdote that says they don't do it, they do. So when I say you are likely to get caught lying about things like your education or working at a company, you can listen or you can not listen. You can argue with yourselves in the comments, but this is a real background check. This is what they see and this is what happens.
Anyways, but no, I thought that was pretty cool because
why is you lying like that?
You know,
and you think they ain't gonna find out? Like the fact that people think that you finna make all these hundreds of thousands of dollars and these people not gonna do their due diligence to figure out if you actually went to that school, if you actually graduated, if you actually worked at these places you said you worked at.
But you know what I want the cue when you said why you lying?
What?
Why you always lying?
Why you always
was
lying?
That Vine?
Oh my God. Yeah.
And then I think he made a longer version. But in all seriousness, I've worked at some companies that had some extensive background checks. I would say my first job ever had to get a security clearance where they was like, hey, let us know where you lived the last 7 years. We need 2 people that you've known for X amount of years, like all that type of stuff. And they were going through everything. Then Goldman Sachs was super in detail.
I've had some pretty lengthy ones, and luckily all of my stuff has come back, and it's why it's important for you to keep all that information and try to be as accurate as possible so that you're not lying about start date, end date, that type of stuff. Because you saying, yeah, you worked there, but really you only worked there for 30 days.
Well, no. True. You can put, I'm going to show you how to finesse. So what you can do is, I help people embellish a little bit on their resumes because they want to put the months with the year.
Yeah.
Sometimes that make you have less experience. So we just rock with the years. Now I say when it comes to your job application or the background, like if you get the offer, you put the real dates there.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, you put the real dates there.
That's exactly what I'm saying. You got to tell, because you don't want that to be the reason, man. It's hard enough to find a job. It's hard enough to make it all the way to get a background check. And when you do get it and you feel that excitement, you're about to have a job. If you pass the background check, just don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. Mm-hmm. And I'm Cybershortieee.
I'm gonna keep on doing the iPod. Actually, we got a question directly for you, and I'm gonna get back to the other chats. But Bill Bunty says, "Love the pod, guys. This is for Cybershortieee. I know you passed the SC200 and SC100, especially the latter is no joke. I plan to take the AC500 into this week. Any tips for the Microsoft exams?"
Find a good course to go with the content that they already have that has their exam objectives. I really like Udemy. I typically go for who has the most reviews and who has most recent reviews for those. But that would be my advice. If you're doing like a 900 level, I would say measure up. But for anything that's outside of 900 level, I do not recommend measure up. I recommend that you do a course with someone on Udemy because they have better practice exams in my experience. Like I took some practice exams where I was like, okay, this definitely gave me a better feel for what the exam was going to be like. So I guess that would kind of be my advice.
Yeah, I would say a good mix is, like you said, Udemy and Wiz Labs.
Wiz Labs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And let me see. I spelled this name wrong. It's Scott Duffy, Duffy.
I can pull up my Udemy to tell you some of the folks that I took.
Let me see. Hopefully it don't start playing in y'all ear. I'm trying to just...
I ain't used it in a while, but hold on. I'm finna pull it up. But yeah, that SC 100, 200, I could do that. The 100 she was rough. And I'll leave it at that.